Preacher Bill, Making the Difference Foundation, the exception to the rule. Plenty of explanation live, but no excuses. So I was reading around Facebook today, looking at some stuff, looking at some funny things, looking at some stupid stuff, looking at people trying to, it's just so much fun to watch Facebook sometimes. A lot of anger and hate on there, and you try to weed out all the people that you don't agree with if you can. But even if you have people you agree with, sometimes they get mad at you, you get mad at them or whatever. But, you're not allowed to really tell anybody how you really feel unless it matches up with what they believe, But I was watching today some of the things on, I guess the Pope went out and spoke at in the Philippines or something. And he was telling a group of young people that no matter what you believe, all religions are all pointing, searching and seeking for God in their own way. And I thought, first of all, if I was in the bathroom in the urinal stall with the Pope, I wouldn't even pay him no mind. And a lot of you that are Catholics, I'm not trying to upset you at all. I mean, that's between you and your God and him. I just, if an imam from a Muslim group was in there, I wouldn't really care either. I'm no respecter of persons. I don't look at anybody as better than me or better than you. And they're the same as we are, He has no more, power than we do. He's not more divine than you are. And so it really took me back that, that this guy takes his platform. It's no different than Hollywood stars and, singers and football players and basketball players, they take their platform and they try to say things. And the biggest problem that I have with the athletes and the singers, a lot of times they're younger than my grandkids sometimes, right? And some of them are, they have no world experience, none at all. But they use their platform to convince, and I say it, the dumb, to follow right along. We have so many sheep in this world, it's ridiculous. And if you don't believe we don't have sheep, you just go back and watch the pandemic and see how many people jumped on, the DeWine's tell on people, bandwagon. People wore masks. People walked backwards in Walmart. One door was only allowed for one. So don't tell me that most people don't fall right in line, because they do. And so with the powerful speech of any individual, including me, I get it. But I'm not comparing myself to the Pope. I mean, but I am telling you that there is only one God. There is only one truth. There is only one way to get to heaven, and that's through Jesus Christ. And I don't necessarily think that, again, this is another topic people get aggravated, especially the Christians. I align myself with Christianity. But remember, if I'm not mistaken, Paul put that together. Call yourself a Christian. Jesus never said, call yourself a Christian. Not at all. He talked a lot about being a believer. So I more align myself with being a believer. Now, that being said, people say, well, why is that? I said, well, religion is all man-made. Jesus was God-made. And God is the creator, and God gave us his son and took him back. So, unless the religion you're serving or following pushes that, right, or promotes that, you're lost. And so that was my biggest thing for today. With just doing a little bit of devotion, is that don't put. Let me make it this way. I was born and raised in Church of Christ. And I remember that they read the Bible for us. They did all the Bible teachings for us. And then when I finally sat down, I read the Bible over 11 times now. Once I read the Bible myself, I started realizing that my pastor was wrong. I started realizing that people take things out of context to use whatever they want to push their agenda. You have to read the whole chapter and verse, read the whole book in some cases, to find out what is really in the scriptures. Well, it's no different with Christianity or whatever. And so if I can leave you with anything, do your own homework, pray to God yourself, sacrifice, and just accept what God's going to put in front of you, but do it yourself. Don't rely on somebody else for your salvation. This Preacher Bill, Making the Difference Foundation, the exception to the rule. Plenty of explanation in life, but no excuses.